Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played,
two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
and he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Austin. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bills hit 9-3 here on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 17 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there and 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 8 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number, all right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for, and also gives you respect around the league.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Now 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hines. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Gabriel Davis
From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 4. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Mitchell is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Jamison Williams
from 3 yards out.
And the 49ers are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll
come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Cook up the gut, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They run with Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The throw over the middle taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And that one too wide and incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He'll drop to throw.
That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Fights off the defender, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Darnell Mooney, a big afternoon. 3 touchdown catches in that first half. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rashee Rice, up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And bulldozing his way through. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Back to throw again. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff comes to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now here's a throw that's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, That's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. He'll keep it himself. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
To his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Come on. 19 Charger.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bills ready to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It hasn't been the cleanest game of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
With career touchdown number 94, he ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Niners get a bit closer. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And here come the Bills. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll find Gabriel Davis.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. On play action, they'll throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
On first down, this is... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back to throw now on first down.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
From 21 yards away.
And the 49ers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. So now the Niners down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding Sample. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Buffalo, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Jacob Eason and the New York Jets versus Daniel Jones and the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go along.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. This a 2nd and 8. Now Eason. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game, was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Jones throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Jones.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Throwing Jones.
He's across midfield.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action. Jones.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, and that is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first.
Brenner's blocks, chasing